Hey friends, welcome back to the L2RT Gaming Podcast. In this episode, we will give our thoughts on the summer game announcement. For those who have been following us, will notice we took a 6 months long break, all thanks to a little boy called Harvey. Luckily, with him sleeping more lately, I'm finally free to be back. And what a great time to be back with so many games that have been announced in the past 2 weeks. Welcoming back to the show is my good friend and co-host Jax.
Hey everyone, welcome back to LTLT podcast. It has been a while, Ron, right? I remember last time I
Yes.
did promise the audience that I will soldier on with a solo episode. Actually did invite a friend to record one episode, but yeah, life kind of got in the way and then I just never got around to edit it. So, one day if we ever do a paid Patreon, maybe I can release this legacy episode.
Absolutely. You must be very busy with your life, especially you starting your journey as an entrepreneur. And in these 6 months, we did keep in contact, but we haven't talked too much about games. Mainly we talk is about parenting. So, Jax, what have
Yeah,
you
I
been
wonder
playing for the
why.
past? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what have you been playing for the past 6 months?
Yeah, like for me, it's been the last 6 months. Okay, so the biggest thing is that I got the Steam Deck finally. Okay, so last time
Ah,
in the episode I still didn't have the Steam Deck yet. So now I finally have the Steam Deck. So I've been catching up on some of the PC games. Yep. So as you highly recommended, I got the Uncharted Thieves collection. So
right.
I've been going through Uncharted 4, you know, and because of that, I remember you said you also got back into Uncharted 4, right?
Yes, I did. And yeah, what do you think about it?
Yeah, like for a game that is nearly 10 years, I think it runs great, especially on the Steam Deck. Like on a smaller screen, it just still looks great. I mean, like, you know me, I'm not a big first person adventure game type of person, so there are moments that I feel like is a bit of a chore. Like for me, the driving part and the sailing part on the boat, I just find it
Yeah.
tedious. But you said that it was a nice addition, but I get it because it's like a nice change of pace in the game, right? But like
Yeah.
the climbing part, I don't enjoy. I just mindlessly smash A. But I have to say, the puzzles are really fun.
Yes, like you said, for a game this age and getting back to the game is a decent surprise. It doesn't feel really dated, especially for the driving and shooting part of it. And I do like to say I enjoyed the driving part and the sailing part and keep on imagining what happened if Naughty Dog one day will release an open world game instead of a Uncharted more storyline based.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe the next Uncharted will be open world.
Yes. Well, I do enjoy Uncharted mainly because of the story and what the open world part. Uncharted don't really have a semi-open world part is some location, but if the story got too distracted with different kinds of open world activities, it will not really be Uncharted for me.
Yeah, it will end up being a few games that we'll be talking about today, right?
Yeah. So I really do like Uncharted mainly because it's really focused on the storyline instead. Yeah.
Yeah, so Ron, have you been doing any gaming in the last 6 months?
I actually have been enjoying some single player games since, well, having a newborn is really hard for multiplayer games. And namely, I've built a new gaming PC. So if you've been following our channel, I've released a PC building solo video on it. Go check it out. It's my first take on a vlog, so it's quite fun to be honest.
It was good, I have to say it.
Yeah, I do actually enjoyed building the PC more than I actually was using it. But the games I was playing was actually even quite fun as well. So I was playing Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, didn't get to finish it since there was bugs here and there. But I got to say the game was quite fun with, well, that's kind of a Harry Potter game we always wanted. And it's the combat is quite fun with different magic, but it did get old from time. Well, it get a bit repetitive from time to time, especially I see the skills I'm using already maxed out already before I get to the storyline. So didn't get to finish it. Afterwards, I went to play Jedi Survivor. Oh, that game!
Oh yeah.
Like you really, really need to get it one day.
I need to finish Jedi 1 first. Like,
All
I
right,
do
you
want
still
to
haven't
do it,
finished it.
Okay, maybe I
Yeah.
reckon in the next 2 months, okay, in the next 2 months, I will try and get back into that. And actually, Cyberpunk, I want to get back into that also.
All
But I'll do the
right.
Jedi first so I can play the Jedi Fallen Order 2.
Yes. I mean, for Jedi Survivor, it's really a good sequel, mainly for the first game. At the end of the first game, you will feel like a Jedi Knight. And at the beginning of the sequel, you'll still feel like a Jedi Knight because most different kind of sequels will have your character reset your abilities. But for
Yep.
this game, at the very beginning, you already got a lot of different skills. And the story is based 5 years after the first game. So the
Okay.
character have already developed up on. And by the very end of the second game, you'll feel like a Jedi Master.
Wow.
So
Okay, that's nice.
yeah.
That's nice.
So this is a really good progression of the game to make you feel like your character is grown. And there's
Okay.
actually a very good twist at the very end of it. And like really, really do enjoyed it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. But I do want to. Would you say I should definitely finish the first game first?
Oh yes, you must, because the
Good.
second game is built on the story is a bit different, but the relationship of each character is built up from the first game. So
Okay.
definitely the first game, or at least watch a video about it.
It's okay. I'll play. I've got the game anyway, so I should probably play.
Yes,
Because back then I was playing it on Xbox One, and it's a Souls-like game, so you keep dying, right? And every time you die,
yes,
it takes like 1 minute to load, and so it wasn't really fun.
oh
I haven't
yes,
played it on the SSD yet, so that's why I'm looking forward to it.
yes, and this time just lower the difficulty, mate. I remember you were trying to be a Jedi Master and just go on. I think the second most difficult version of it. I tried it before. I just don't really enjoy the game if I especially as a dad now. So I just
Yeah,
enjoyed it more if you are getting it easy and get through the
yeah.
story. Yeah.
I chose the hardest. I chose the hardest difficulty because of the good old days of playing Gears and putting it on
Yes.
insane on the
I know it.
hardest one. But
I
I
know
can't
it.
do
I
that
know
anymore.
it.
As you mentioned, I'd rather finish like remember like a year ago when we talked about Tunic, and then I talked about how it was better to finish the
Yes.
game rather than putting
You have a
it
god
on
mode.
super
Yeah.
difficult with the accessibility. So maybe I'll do that this time.
Yeah, definitely. Just get on the story and just finish it at least. Yeah. Just to enjoy the game, not find some
Yeah,
difficulty. Yeah.
yeah. So like there's probably one final game we've been playing recently. I've been playing it last night, and I'm hoping we'll finish this podcast soon, and then we can just go on and jump into Sanctuary and slay some mob. How have you been
All
finding Diablo,
right.
Ron?
Diablo has been it's still a very, very good game, to be honest. It's quite addictive. And with my working PC is able to load the game, I found myself jumping into it from time to time. Just
At
slacking off
work.
and just like, yeah, hard work. Just do a side quest a little bit. Yeah. It's very accessible and just you can just really just go inside, do a side quest and just get back to work. It's just quite
Yeah,
fun. And for
like
you, it's
yeah.
really really accessible for you because you are on the Steam Deck. You can
Oh
just
yeah,
go pick it out and just play around with it. And since you
exactly.
got a Steam Deck, I was really thinking about mobile gaming. So I digged out my old Switch, and yeah, I'll talk about Zelda in another episode probably because I can go for
True.
a long time
Yeah,
on it. Yeah, but I did
yeah.
enjoy
Because
mobile gaming. Yeah, mobile gaming a lot since you can just take it out, game for a bit, and then just jump back right in when you get home. Really enjoyable.
that I mean, just chatting to you, thinking about what we played in the last 6 months, I have to say there were some bangers which came out in the last 6 months.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that deserves another episode probably, but yeah,
Definitely.
we are back for the game show. And with our new hardware, it's just really exciting since we got so much more to look forward to in the next half of the year, especially during
Yeah.
holiday times.
This
Yes.
year has been good. This year has been
Yeah.
good because last year
Yeah.
when we were doing it, we were mainly talking about news and just Elden Ring.
Yeah. I mean, for the last few years, it just feel a bit stale, especially with the new generations. Not too much games coming out. This year feels like the old time E3 times when we are excited about the games coming. I mean, at the end of the year.
All right, let's jump straight into it.
So, what game do you find you are most excited about, Jax?
All right, so obviously you mentioned E3. Okay, the kids here listening will be like, "What's E3 anyway?"
Oh,
So
right,
we're
right,
gonna
right. It's all
refer
cancelled.
to this time as in normally in about June is when all the major publishers release news on their games, right? And
Yes.
so, obviously, I don't have a PlayStation, so I haven't really paid much attention to the PlayStation show. But I am happy that most of the games are now being ported to the PC and Steam. So, with a Steam Deck, I'm
Yes.
trying to catch up on a few of the PlayStation games, and obviously PC and things first. Before revealing our most anticipated game, let's talk about some honorable mentions. Okay, I want to start with a game that we had no hype for because for me I've started Skyrim many times, but I've
Yes, me
never
too.
finished it. I started
Yes.
Fallout 4, I started Fallout the multiplayer one, and I've never
76.
managed to finish
Yeah.
a Bethesda game, but I have to say, for someone who had no hype and feel like, oh my god, they're hyping Starfield so much, it's like this game that will save Xbox. I had no hope for it. How did you feel after seeing the trailer?
Well, when they first released the first trailer, I was quite underwhelmed to be honest. Since, like you said before, we've already enjoyed. Well, we have already tried to finish Skyrim and
Mm.
different kind of games from Bethesda. It's just not really our type of game, and especially with for me, I've experienced like No Man's Sky with procedural generated planets. For me, Starfield have a very low expectation for me, and
So let me clarify. When you said the first trailer, you mean the trailer last year?
last year, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, the trailer was impressive. The graphics was okay, but when you look closer to it, like when I was editing the video, I was looking closer to the animations, to the AI behind it, and I was a bit disappointed since they don't. It's really rough back then, but this year after they released the new deep dive with Starfield Direct and the new trailer, I was quite looking forward to it, to be honest.
I felt like the show was brilliant, and the Starfield Direct at the end was really a good 20 minutes, which you saw a lot of gameplay, you saw a lot of the designs, like a developer deep dive. It was just amazing. Like, as you mentioned, I had no hope before, but after watching it, because I was messaging you as I watched it. I think I watched it before you. I was already saying that, oh my
Yes,
god, I might have to sell my Series S and look to upgrade
yes,
to a Series X.
yeah. That's a really great compliment for the trailer, right? I mean,
Exactly, right?
yeah, and the game and the show Starfield Direct is actually 40 something minutes long.
Oh,
I was
40s.
quite
It felt like 20, so
yeah.
it was amazing.
Yeah, so for me, I was quite reluctant to watch it. So it's such a long thing. So, but I was playing it in the background, and it got more interested, and I was just keep looking at it and just forget about work at one point.
Yeah.
And it looks really good because it's a great improvement from the first trailer, like I said before, since the animations, the gunplay. I really like the gunplay because it's a bit more fast paced compared to
Yeah, it
like
looked fast
Fallout
paced.
4. Yeah, it's like something in between Star Citizens, something that is
Yeah.
very overwhelming. Like you need your life to play it, and it just make that kind of game more accessible and
Yep.
more like reachable. Like especially it's on Game Pass, right? If you don't really
Yeah.
play it day one, you can just like play it a year later. It probably will be better since it will be more patch and more content inside,
Yep.
especially with different
Definitely.
DLCs. Yeah,
Yeah.
so got to say, I really
So,
look forward to it, especially with different kinds of ships you can get, right?
oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh my god. Like when they said that there's many ways to play it and you can dogfight in space, so it's good. It gives me that Star Wars Squadron vibe. That was amazing. But then when they told me that you
Yeah.
can just board the ship and just once you killed everyone inside, you can then commandeer the ship and add it to your fleet. I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. Because before I got to that part, I was messaging you. I was like, okay, oh my
Yes.
god, you can customize the ship. But I'm like, oh, I hope I can have more than one because I want a starfighter, you know, for some time, and I also want a cruiser, right? So
Yeah.
so now it's good.
Yeah, you can have a lot of options. Like for me, I've played No Man's Skies. It's currently a very good game, but I was a bit burned out by it. But yeah, different kind of ships, but I don't really see the opportunity Starfield get.
Yep. Now there's one thing I hope. There's one thing I hope with the fleet of ships.
Yeah, and it's to me, it's like something's lacking from No Man's Sky is a story. Well, they do have a story, but it's not like a very engaging one. I was quite bored about it. It's
Yeah,
not really my
it's more
type
like
of
a
game,
sandbox,
and
right? So
yeah, more like a sandbox and a base building kind of game. And Starfield really filled the gap between it and
yeah.
really let me engage in that kind of space dream RPG game.
Yeah, I mean it has everything, right? So if you want to build bases, you can build base. If you just want to dogfight, you can do it. If you want to run a business, I saw that you can run your own business. You know, you can even
Yes.
be a Star Wars smuggler. You know, because I saw in the trailer, in the Starfield Direct, as you were approaching a system or a planet, when they're scanning you, it will show whether you have any contrabands or not,
Oh
which
yeah,
means you
yeah, yeah.
could smuggle things. You know, oh my god, Han
Yes.
Solo time, man.
Yeah, it's quite interesting since but they don't show what happened if they found any contraband. I'm
Yeah, of
quite
course.
interested to find
So,
out. So
but like
yeah.
talking about fleets and things, there is one thing I hope. You know how you can build your own fleet, and then they said that you can hire people to run your ships.
Mhm.
I hope just to go all out, you can hire like a crew to be on your ship and look after the other ships. So if you get in trouble in dogfight, you can call your AI crewmates
Oh
to
right.
fly in and reinforce you with your other ships in your fleet. That would
Yeah, that
be epic and gangster, you know?
yeah, proper amazing. It's like a Star Wars like proper space battle about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine you're doing your starfighter, and then you get crowded by some pirates, and then your cruiser just like beams in. You know that'd be amazing.
Bethesda game traditionally are all single player games. I mean, I really do see Starfield can be a multiplayer game, but it's now confirmed as a single player game. That's one disappointment, to be honest, but still quite
It's
enjoyable
yes,
to be. Yeah.
yes and no because I feel like I'm kind of happy it's single player as a guy who only plays multiplayer games.
Yeah.
I'm happy because it means it's just less things for them to optimize, and I
Yes.
hope there will be obviously less bugs because it's less things, right?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm going to play on my PC, and one
Yeah.
day, someone is going to make a mod like they did in Skyrim to have a multiplayer version of it. So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it, and you may be on the Steam Deck and join me.
Oh yeah, yeah. Probably if I do upgrade to the Series X, then it'll be Series X.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move on to the next game because otherwise we'll be here forever for this episode, comeback
Okay.
episode. Okay. So any other games that interest you? Like for me, Starfield is an honorable mention. How about you,
Oh,
Ron?
the other, for me, honorable mentions is probably going to be City Skylines 2.
Oh yes.
And I do think you're quite interested in this as well, since you didn't really get a chance to play City Skyline 1. And for
Nope.
me, I've been playing such a long time for it. I think I've more than 100 hours on it since the
Damn.
game has a lot of opportunities, different kind of. It's the dream, well, it's the best, I think, best city builder out there nowadays. And with me playing on
Nowadays, okay.
PC,
Yep.
yeah, with me playing on PC, I've got different mods installed and different
Okay.
scenarios to do. And the things you can do with this game is just amazingly good. And with them releasing a second version of it, I think it's a bit overdue, but it's great to see them doing it. And most important thing is they add a lot of features that a lot of players have been asking for
Oh,
on
that's
the
good.
first game. Yeah, like
Yeah,
different notes on different roads. They have been showing
yep.
it off. If you are a veteran player of City Skyline 1, you will spot a lot of things that you needed in City Skyline 2. It's already
Yeah.
upgraded, included, no need to be modded. And they have a bigger city, so I think they upgrade the engines so that you can buy
Okay.
way more land. But
Nice.
the new game, the city towers is a bit smaller, but you can buy nearly the whole map. So the end game city is going to be massive.
Okay. Yeah, because I was
Yeah.
gonna ask you what are the new things, because like it was only a gameplay. It wasn't a gameplay trailer. It was just a trailer, right? And for someone who didn't play City Skylines 1, I was like, okay, this looks like everything that would have been there. So I was actually gonna ask you what did you see new, but you just told us all of that. So that is
Yeah.
very cool. Is that a game that you will be
Yeah.
definitely playing on day one on the 24th of October?
No. Since that time frame, I'm going to have a lot of game to play, like Starfield and other major release coming out
Yep.
at that time frame.
Yep. Just to mention, Starfield is in the 6th of September.
Oh yeah, I definitely will still be playing it on in October.
Probably for the
And
whole year.
yeah, and I think the main reason I won't be buying City Skyline 2 is traditionally City Skyline is a game that released a lot of DLCs. So you have to keep buying new DLCs to keep the game more interested. So
But it's
I
okay,
think I'll
Ron.
be
It's okay because it's coming to Game Pass on day one. So you
oh
can
yeah, but
definitely
game
try it out first.
oh yeah, try it out at least, yeah. But for me I like to um own every DLC. You know me from Warhammer. I owned a
Yes,
lot of DLC from
you bought
Warhammer,
all
mate.
of the DLC.
Yeah. So I bought nearly all of the DLC from City Skyline 1 as well. So yeah, for me, I'm just going to wait for them to release a couple of DLC and wait for it to be on discount and buy it to save me some
Nice.
money. Especially I've
Yeah.
bought a lot of other games this year already, so waiting
Yep.
for it. And I do think you'll really enjoy City Skyline 2, mainly because of the
Yeah.
management part. I think
Yep.
they have deepened the management system. You can see a lot of data from the
That's good.
simulations they've done in the city.
That's good.
Like I think the new AI is like each citizen will have their own spending, so they'll decide which part of the city will go to. So
Oh,
it'll make
that's
more
nice.
sense if you. It's like I mean, for the first City Skyline 1, you can still follow a citizen to go to see where they're going every day, but doesn't really mean anything. But I think in
Yep.
City Skyline 2, they are improving on that. So is it is going to be
That's
more
good.
meaningful to see how your cities, the building you have planned, and how it affect their lives. It'll be quite interesting.
Yeah, because like I wanted to say that that is definitely a game I want to play, because I didn't play City Skylines 1 because I didn't have a PC back then, but like they were similar city building games that I played. I still remember my first laptop was an Acer laptop that was around 99
Wow.
to 2000, okay? I had an Acer laptop, and the first two games I got were Age of Empires 2 and SimCity 3000, and I played the heck out of SimCity 3000. And then of
Yes.
course, is it SimCity 3000 Unlimited, and then SimCity 4? Those games were epic. And like, so when City Skylines 1 came out, and because I only had a console then, it was only on PC to start. So I was like, oh my god, I wish I could play it. I remember I tried to load City Skylines on Surface Pro 3. It didn't work.
Yeah. It'll be amazing on touch screen, to be honest. Like proper, proper city planning. But yes, I mean, City Skyline has been a very CPU intensive game from day one. So I had struggled to play it before, but at the very end, well, I don't really stay in one city for a very long time. So my city
Yep.
doesn't really reach the limit that the CPU of my computer is struggling. So
Okay.
yeah, I was
So
enjoying it quite good.
yeah,
Yeah.
if it's CPU intensive, maybe it'll run on Mac.
It,
Let's
oh
see.
yeah,
Let's see.
especially yeah. Is it coming out on Mac?
Who knows? Let's check
Who
it later
knows? Yeah.
when it
Yeah, let's
comes
check
out.
it later. Yeah. So what other game excited you? Right.
Oh yeah, like sorry, listeners, but like I don't think we'll ever get to the game that excite us the most because there were just so many games that were amazing. But initially, I only realized this game when you told me. You were like, "Oh, are you sure this is not your most excited game?" Like for me, this game that is Frostpunk 2. I played Frostpunk 1 like probably 2 years ago. It was so good. I loved it. Like for those who don't know, it's a post-apocalyptic ice frozen world steampunk style game, survival game with city building. So that was really, really amazing. I loved it. I loved it so much that I didn't play all the DLCs, but I loved it so much. I bought the board game version of Frostpunk.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I bought
still
it
haven't played
on
it, right?
Kickstarter. Yeah, we're still gonna play it because the
Yeah.
funny thing is, I bought it 2 years ago. Obviously, Kickstarter on COVID, it took a long time. I don't blame them. It's beautiful. The set is beautiful, but the problem is, I've got no friends to play board game with now. So it's past the time. It's past the age of me having friends to play board game with. So now I have this very nice set of Frostpunk board game, just waiting for friends.
Yes. I would look forward to play with you.
Oh, just to ask you, Ron, did you ever play Frostpunk?
No, I still haven't tried it out. So, well, I heard
Okay.
you say some good things about it, but still, well, with my backlog and new games coming out,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to play
Oh.
it. So,
Give you a tip. I think it's on Switch.
it's on
So-
Switch.
Yeah, Frostpunk 1 is on Switch, if I remember correctly, because I
right.
recommended it to another friend. So when you finish Tears of the Kingdom, if you ever finish it, then maybe that could be a game.
No, I
and the
probably
good thing
won't
is,
be able to.
and the great thing about Frostpunk is because it is city building, so you could pause and you could just stop anytime.
Oh, that is great, especially with our time frame right now for gaming.
Yeah. So any other game that is in your honorable mention for super exciting?
But there's a few, of course, like Forza Motorsport. We have all been looking forward to it. I mean, we have been enjoying Forza since Forza Horizon 2, right?
Oh, definitely. And I remember talking to you 2 weeks ago about just chatting about our top 5 games. Horizon 2 is in our spoiler listeners, because I think that will be an
Yeah.
episode later.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the game is more about playing with you guys, and Forza Motorsport really got my attention, and I really do like driving, like we all do, like in our group of friends, and I really look forward to see how their new physics engine is going to work. Since I got a PS5, I've been playing GT7, and I was quite impressed with that game. And I would really like to go back to Forza, to be honest, since Forza Motorsport to me is more accessible. I don't really need to grind for a long time. And with the new physics engine and progression system, that I think they are like saying you'll grow with your car, which in my sense, you don't grow with your car, right? You just grow by yourself, and car will just degrade over time. So I'm quite interested to see what that is going to be about. And if you guys are playing it, I will be playing it. So yeah, some Forza Motorsport, I need to see more. But well, I don't really need to see more. I just need to try the game to
Yeah.
feel
And the
it.
good
I
thing
mean,
is it's on Game Pass, right? So you will try it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, since like racing games, it's just there's nothing much to see about unless you try it.
Damn.
Just-
With all these
yeah.
games, I think I should upgrade to Series X, but I could do with the $2,000 to put into my cameras, but
Oh, yeah, you're turning pro in camera and film now, so I do think, well, let's see if xCloud is coming to Hong Kong or not. It has been like 3 years, and we're still
Yeah.
not having any of those cloud gaming.
no, I don't think so.
Well, yeah, no, I don't think so. So, well, I really do recommend you upgrade your S to X, since you know me, I don't really like the Series S, and I've been thinking Series S has been pulling Xbox behind with different kind of optimization.
Like for me, the biggest problem why I'm thinking of upgrading a Series S is I didn't have this problem before, but I did a mini renovation. I got rid of my 10-year-old Samsung TV, and now I got a 4K monitor, and that's why I'm like, oh my god, I now have 4K. So I want to play in 4K, right? I want to play Starfield in
yeah.
4K. That's why.
I get you on that since well I you know me I upgraded my monitor to 4K as well, and that's why I've built my like high-end gaming PC now. And I can see
Yes.
I will spend way more money onto upgrading it as well in the future. I mean, upgrading a display is probably one of the major thing that you will upgrade your hardware, other gaming hardware
Yeah.
too.
I think it's definitely something that you won't feel it until you have it here.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. What other games? I heard you are interested in Star Trek, right?
Oh
What is that
yeah,
game
like
about?
this was literally this was actually penciled in as my most excited game until you told me of another
Mm.
game. Okay, so the next one I'll talk about will be my favorite, my most excited game. But I saw Star Trek Infinite, which is a 4X game. So,
Yes.
like you know me, I love Civilization, I love Stellaris, I love
Ah.
Galactic Empires. Oh my god, I haven't played that game for so long. I might have screwed up the name. But yeah, so all of those I love, and like as much as I like Star Wars, like Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Empire Strikes Back is definitely in one of my all
Mhm.
time favorite film. But I think I'm more of a Trekkie than a Star Wars
Yeah.
fan.
I get you since like we talked before, like Star Trek is a bit more mature, and you think like Star Wars is more hero orientated with the Jedi
Yeah,
idea.
especially the new ones, especially the new Star
Yeah.
Wars.
Yeah, since Disney is more like hero princess oriented,
Yeah.
so I get it. It's more like for children, and Star Trek is a bit more mature and nitty gritty and more moral story like, right?
Yeah, the moral decisions are
Yeah.
incredible. Yeah. And especially because Star Trek Infinite, the 4X game, is made by Paradox
Or
Interactive.
Paradox.
And you know, like, I love the
Oh,
games like Crusader Kings 3,
yeah.
Hearts of Iron. Basically, it's the same, but now it's Star Trek skin. So, you know, I'm going to play that.
Yeah. I see why you're interested now. I mean, yeah, for me, as I don't really want to play these kind of games since I'll be actually spending way too much time playing it. I still
Definitely.
remember like you and me going for Civilization 6,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we're like just one more turn. I mean, and before we know it, it's like 4 a.m. in the morning.
Yes,
So
exactly.
it's just
It was
like
4 a.m.
thinking
And,
about it.
and
Right.
And if you think
Yeah.
about it, that one more term was to do what? Just to build an outpost.
Yeah, just to build an outpost next to Gandhi and watching him
Yes.
use the nuke.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Like for
Yeah.
me, Star Trek Infinite, I'm definitely hyped because I'm also watching Picard season 3. I'm near the end. So like
Oh,
just
okay.
all these Star Trek is around me, you know. So I want to play that. I know it's a game that you're
Yeah.
not interested in. So is there another game you're interested in before you tell us your most excited game?
Oh, this little game is. This is the studio that's. This game is made by the studio called Giant Squid. They made one of the few games that I really do enjoyed in the past few years. It's more like an arcade adventure game. One of them is called Journey, and other is called.
Yep.
Pardon me if I don't pronounce that right. It's called a buoys. I don't know something about diver. It's about divers swimming in the sea. It's a game. There are these games that you travel through different regions, solving some puzzles. The game is around 2 to 3 hours long, but the journey throughout it is really beautiful. The art style is really good, and the new game is called Sword of the Sea. But I really do. Oh, I'm definitely going to get it, but I don't know the gameplay yet since they don't really show too much information about it. But I'm definitely interested. Have you tried
Okay.
Journey or other game like that before?
No, not really. Like I guess it's like the vibe of things like Firewatch and those are they like just beautiful graphics solving
No, I
puzzles sort
mean
of games?
something like that, but it's more in third person though. And I one of the most like enjoyable moment in those two games I mentioned before, like Journey.
I've heard of Journey.
Yeah, Journey. Yeah, one of them, the a very memory that I'm quite fond of is since Journey is a single player game mostly, but you still encounter people online randomly, so they'll help you out during a certain part of the story, and then before you know it, they're gone. And one time I was with this guy or girl, I don't know. but there are other players inside the game. They help me throughout the quest, and at the very end of it, we thank each other and went our separate ways. And
That is
I quite
cool.
enjoy that. Yeah, connectivity of the game that is supposed to be in a single player. I mean, and it's not really competitive. It's really more about cooperative and showing kindness. So I quite enjoy that journey.
Yeah, it's good because a lot of multiplayer games nowadays is about dominating the other player with the KD, right? There are not many games where you're just there hanging out to help others. So that is cool.
Yes, like some games that recently released called Diablo still have this kind of system, right? And
Yep.
even I encountered a player in PvP area. I mean, in a PvP area, when you extract something from a certain area, the other player can come attack you and get stuff out. But at the very end of it, we just stay out of each other's way and show some cooperatives and grind our way through different parts of it. That was quite enjoyable.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah. So let's get to our most excited game for the game show. What is yours, Jax?
Yes. Yeah, I think it's time to get there because our episode is now nearly 1 hour already, and this is the first segment of 3. I think today we'll cut the episode after telling the audience our favorite game. So for me,
Yeah.
it was nailed on to be Star Trek Infinite until you told me, wait a minute, there's Frostpunk 2. You love that game, right? And then you're like, hey, there's a sequel to your game of the year. So why is this not your most exciting game? I was like, what? I didn't know Citizen Sleeper was having a sequel. So the name of the sequel is called Citizen Sleeper 2 Starward Vector. Oh my god, like I saw the trailer. I mean, it was only a 2-minute trailer. Like, and I was already excited. Like, I love Citizen Sleeper 1, okay? Like, so I saw the trailer and there's like, your main character is called a sleeper, okay? You're kind of just different. And then just looking at the trailer, I didn't recognize anyone, so I guess maybe you are not the same sleeper as Citizen Sleeper 1. Okay, because I guess it would be hard to do because in Citizen Sleeper 1, there were multiple endings. If I remember correctly, there were like 7 different endings. And it would kind of be hard to group everyone to the same ending to start again, right? Did you get to watch the trailer?
I did. I was, well, but I don't really relate to it since you know me. I still haven't played Citizen Sleeper 1. So, but I was like, why aren't Citizen Sleeper 2 on your list? And I think mainly because, it's just Starfield and so much game was on Gameshow, especially with
Yeah.
the outstanding Xbox Game Show this year. I mean, it's like, oh my God, so much, so overwhelming. I think the other reason why you don't caught your eye is because it was on the PC game showcase.
Yeah.
So
exactly. I missed it. I
yeah,
forgot.
you missed it. Yeah. But now you got a Steam Deck, so you have to look out for it, right?
Like for me, I haven't had a PC like Steam Deck for at least like 8 years, so that's why I
8
just
years.
didn't pay attention.
Yes.
I didn't pay attention to PC Game Show, but now thanks to you, there are 2 games that's on my list: Frostpunk 2 and Citizen Sleeper 2. Like, if listeners, if you are interested about Citizen Sleeper 1, you could definitely check out one of our previous episodes when we talk about my game of the year, which was Citizen Sleeper 1. Like, definitely a great game. It'll work on the Steam Deck. Okay, I think it's also on Switch, if I remember correctly. But I saw someone online mentioning that it's just a job simulator, and I'm like, yeah, it could be,
It could be, yeah, but that's where story comes from, right?
I mean that's what most games are, right? They give you a quest, you go
Yeah.
and do it, you try and fulfill it within certain days, and then you come back to get your reward. That is my
Well,
job.
just think about it. I mean, Starfield can be like a job simulator too, right? If you play it a certain way.
No, yeah, I think every game, even Diablo, I go and do a quest, I kill some goats, and then I come back.
Exactly, yeah. So this depends on how you play the game.
So Ron, what is your most look forward game, like a must play, must buy?
Oh, must buy. I won't say must buy since I already bought it. Since I already pre-ordered it. Since
Oh my,
yeah,
yep.
it just went live today, the pre-order. So I bought it already. And since I own a PS5 and I've been watching the sequel to Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, right? I forgot. But
Yep.
Spider-Man is one of the well, Spider-Man is one of the most favorite character for me in the Marvel universe, since he's not super strong, but and he go through a lot of things that a young adult will go through.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. I thought he was god tier with strength, no?
I well, from all the materials I consumed, he is not a very well, he's not the strongest one, right?
Yeah,
Strength
he's not
wise,
the
he's
strongest,
very
but
good.
he is
Yeah,
like up there.
up there, yeah, yeah. But his storylines, like from the old trilogies, he has some real issues, right? Like more relatable compared to other superheroes like Iron Man. He's like a super rich dude who don't really care about paying rent. But Spider-Man is more about how to be a normal teenager or young adult. And for us back then, it was like we were in high school and it's quite relatable. And while we're talking about Spider-Man, I mean, let's get back to my favorite game of the year, and it's
Yep.
Spider-Man 2, obviously. I already bought it, so yeah. So it's a must
I
play for
mean,
me since,
since you've got it already, so
yeah, since I already got it. Yeah, so here's the must play for me since it's a sequel to the first Spider-Man game for PS4, and for me, it's one of the best superhero games I've played so far, and I really
okay.
enjoyed the storyline of it. And with the two coming out, it's got Spider-Man, the main guy, and Miles Morales, the other
Oh, they're
Spider-Man.
both in two?
They're both in two, and you can switch between them instantly since you are using SSD, just like
Oh
GTA
yeah.
style. So, but you don't have to zoom
Yeah.
out the map. Well, I haven't seen the mechanic of it working except from one mission. So, yeah, and the new Spider-Man is wearing the Venom suit, and he's overpowered. I think so.
Wow.
And they have already told us one of the main villain is Craven the Hunter, and
Yep.
obviously Venom is going to be one of the main villain as well. And the main and the identity behind Venom this time is actually Harry Osborn instead of Eddie Brock. Yeah.
Wait,
So I'm quite
Harry
interested to
Osborn.
see.
Isn't
Oh yes, sure.
Osborn the Goblin?
Yes, but in this game, I don't know if I mean I don't know Osborn, the older one, is actually the Green Goblin, but his
Yep.
son is supposed to be turning out to be another Goblin in the
Okay.
other movies. But this time in this storyline, in this like different alternate universe of Spider-Man, Harry Osborn was in a cryopod since he was infected by the Venom, and at the very end of the first game, Father Osborn, I forgot his name, man. The Green Goblin guy, is releasing Harry Osborn out since he wants his
Yep.
son back, and that's mainly why Venom is large and about. So I'm very excited to see how the story will go. But I don't think the story is going to top the latest Spider-Man movie, Across the Spider-Verse, since it's
Mm.
more about different universe. And one of the most enjoyable thing about Spider-Man is they really do that tap into the multiverse and different
Yep.
kind of Spider-Man going together.
Yeah, so Spider-Man 2, that's definitely, I just told you before we recorded the podcast, I'm like, okay, Spider-Man Miles Morales is on sale right now, 33% off
All right,
on
right.
Steam. So I'm like, oh, that's a game that I feel like I would want to try. But right now, I
Mhm.
gotta finish Diablo first. And so maybe after hey, that's the luxury we have right now. There's just so many good games. Like I want to finish Jedi Fallen Order 1. I still got to finish Cyberpunk, so maybe I'll do all of those before I look into Spider-Man with hopefully a bigger discount.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to cut this episode since we have been going on about our games for about an hour now. We'll continue to discuss our other games that we are interested in from the game show in the next podcast episode.
Yeah. So to our audience, which game excited you the most, right? Okay, so drop us a comment and tell us which one, and let's chat about it. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed this episode, and subscribe if you want to follow our future discussions in gaming. And I guess our next episode will be about games that didn't excite us as much during this first summer game show time. Follow us by searching L2LT Gaming on IG, Twitter, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
Thank you very much for watching again. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
All right, have a great one.